What is up, guys? This is TCG Sam here, and in today's video I got an Adamancipator test hand slash combo video. So if you ever want to learn how to play Adamancipators and why they can still compete, like I'm going to show you guys in this video, by drawing random test hands and just comboing off with them. But before we get started, I just want to ask you guys to please remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell because all those really help keep me motivated to keep posting videos. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to shuffle up and we're going to draw our first 5 cards and see what we can do with them. Alright, so starting off, we got Doki Doki, Monster Reborn, Adamancipator Signs, Adhara, and another Doki Doki. So this hand is obviously pretty good if you're going first. The problem with this is going second, I don't play any hand traps, but of course, I figured it just wasn't worth it. Like, you just give up game 1 at that point and just go to your side deck. You want to keep the consistency of your deck going first. So anyways, I'm going to start with Adhara, special summon it since I have no effect monsters. Normal summon Doki Doki. Doki Doki effect, discard Doki Doki, and summon Seeker from my deck because I think Seeker is a little more difficult to resolve properly, so yeah. I mean, its effect from hand to special summon, it's a little more difficult to resolve properly, so that's why I decided to summon Seeker over Researcher. I'm going to use Seeker's effect, activate the top 5, Guardian, Crystal, Penning Die. This is very good. I'm going to summon the Guardian to protect us from hand traps, put the other 4 on the bottom. Order doesn't matter. So at this point, if you really want to play around like double hand trap, you could really just turn these two into a Herald of the Arclight. So you have the protection of Guardian plus Adhara, because what you're doing now, you can just like Monster Reborn anything, turn this into Hulk and just go into combo from there, which is actually pretty strong because like your opponent has to double hand trap you now, which is pretty difficult actually. Effective Hockey Fibrax, like even if these two like get used up, you still have the full Hockey Fibrax combo, which is just crazy. Summon your Plague Spreader Zombie, turn these two into a Link Cross. Summon 2 tokens. Apologies, I forgot to bring the second token. But anyways, you sync these two up into a Martial Metal Marcher. Metal Marcher effect, bring back Plague Spreader and the token into your Cyber's Integrator. The other good thing about Cyber's Integrator in this deck is it gives you a free card to put back with Plague Spreader if you really need to. You can do this and special summon it. Cyber's Integrator, draw a card, draw Analyzer. It's kind of a shame because we already used our normal summon, but it doesn't matter. It's just reveal fodder for Guardian plus discard fodder at this point if we really need it. Adamancipator Signs here because we actually want to stack our deck to make sure we hit a tuner off of Raptite. Raptite is going to get me, I believe in this case, it actually might be better to go Analyzer, I think, because if anything, your Analyzer plus your Guardian turns into a, what's it called, a Boreal Savage Dragon, which can be pretty necessary. I don't mind linking it off for Savage. I mean, synchroing off for Savage. Of course, stack Analyzer to the top. Raptide effect, activate 5. Obviously, some of the Analyzer because we haven't used this effect already. And then now from here, since our board is kind of full, what we want to think, since we only, okay, so my logic with this deck is you gotta remember that Raptide's a tuner since you summoned it off of Martial Metal Marcher, meaning the only thing you can use Raptide to synchro for realistically is a Doki Doki. And we only have 1 more in the deck, so I'm just thinking at this point I'm just gonna link off my Raptide plus my Link Cross for Anaconda. Of course, we're not gonna use this effect yet because we still have a multitude of other plays that we need to do. But I'm gonna use Analyzer now. Analyzer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We whiff, which is kind of unfortunate. But not much we can really do about that. We still have a Plague Spreader if we really wanted to. But I think I'm going to save the Plague Spreader. No, perhaps it was incorrect for me to actually make an Anaconda. I think I should have made no, it wouldn't have worked because there's a Link Cross. No, actually, I think the play I did was fine, but like now we're just missing 1 monster to turn this board into something really good. I actually no, I believe you can actually, yeah, hold, give me, I'm just going off of like instinct here, Granite, Granite Search, Researcher. Actually, that's probably not correct either. Pretty sure I misplayed somewhere to kind of mess this up. I guess we just committed too much to the Herald to play around hand traps, but like, regardless, even though I misplayed, I'm still able to. Yeah, it's just gonna be really bad. It's gonna be a really bad Dragoon lock, but like, I really since I whiffed with this, it's a little unfortunate. I forced to make a Union Carrier, and then activate the effect of my Anaconda, sending this. Of course, the materials get banished because of Herald, but that doesn't really matter. We summon our Dragoon, and we just Union Carrier, attach Dragon Buster. Can't target Dragoon, which is unfortunate, so we have to target the Anaconda. So like, yeah, this is not really good. Pretty sure I might have misplayed somewhere for this to have happened, but yeah, sorry about that. I think I didn't really see another way to get to the Buster lock with like a Savage plus all this on the board. So yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but anyways, this is still quite a formidable board. We got 1, 2, 3 negations plus a extra deck lock and sort of a macrocosmos. So albeit the extra deck lock is only on 1500, but like with a deck like Dragon Link, if they don't have like quick launch to go Tracer or something, like it's still relatively difficult to get out. And plus, if they don't have Tracer, then it's like they have to deal with the Herald as well, which can still be a problem. But yeah, that's gonna do it for test hand number 1, and I'm gonna shuffle up and go back to test hand number 2. All right, and I'm gonna be shuffling up for test hand number 2. Test hand number 1, I may have misplayed near the end, which let me know in the comments below if you guys saw another play there. Personally, I was just doing it on the spot. I haven't played this deck in a long time, but I still want to show you guys what it can really do. So like, even though I misplayed, we're still able to end on 3 negates and plus a Macrocosmos plus a Dragon extra lock. So that is pretty strong if you ask me, even for even with this deck. So like, yeah, anyways, I'm going to finish shuffling up, and we're going to start test hand number 2. Alright, so for test hand number 2, we draw Analyzer, Doki, Signs, Plague Spreader. So this hand is actually pretty decent, because we can normal Doki, discard Analyzer. Even if Doki gets hand trapped, we still have Signs to get back Analyzer, stack something, and make a play. But if Doki doesn't get hand trapped, like, we are in the driver's seat, because we're able to summon Quakimeru Guardian from our deck since it's a level 4 Earth, and then we're able to Adamancipator Signs back to Analyzer and then stack any rock we want on top of our deck. So at this point, I think we just need some hand advantage, so like Quakimeru Supplier would be pretty good. Plus it gives us a rock in the end phase to reveal with Guardians, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stack a Supplier. Analyzer effect, what do you know, we hit a Supplier, because we're just good at this game. Summon, Supplier effect, add Quakimeru Guardian from our deck to our hand. And then at this point, I want to leave the Doki on board, because, like I mentioned earlier, our Raptite becomes a tuner, so you can turn Doki plus the Raptite into a Savage Dragon. So here we can actually go for Gallant Granite, and Gallant Granite search a Researcher to get kind of one more layer of a potential plus. If we hit, if we don't, we still have our regular Hockey Firebrax play with the Researcher. So I'm still gonna I'm gonna go for this play. Just show you guys how far this deck can really extend. Get Researcher, special Researcher effect, activate the top 5. If we hit something, we're nice. Ooh, we had Doki, which is pretty good. Just another free body on the board. You want to turn Granite and Researcher into your Hulk, because Granite just doesn't do anything on the board otherwise. Hockey Firebrax, it's a little unfortunate we drew the Plague Spreader, but in this combo, like, we may not even need the Plague Spreader effect, but I'm still going to summon it from the hand, just because I think if we do need it as an extender, we're going to regret it later on if we summon like a random level 2 from our deck. Turn at this point, we still have an extra Doki on the board, which is a little little awkward, I think, but we can definitely still make do with this. Link Cross. If we only summon one token, that's still not even that good. So just give me a second to think. Alright, so I gave it some thought, and ultimately I decided to hold the Plague Spreader in my hand and actually summon Adhara from deck instead. The reason I'm doing that is because when I turn this into a Link Cross, I'm only able to get one token. So I have to sync these two up into a Marcher effect, grab back a level 2 tuner, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to make our Cyber's Integrator play. This way, at least we still have an extra discard fodder in our hand for Dragoon or something that does something in the graveyard. So it's not even that bad. What we could do here actually is Adamancipator signs back any one of the tuners. I think the level 4 is probably the best since we're out of Dokis in the deck. But this way we actually get to stack something we want to search. So we get to stack a Seeker, and we're gonna draw it off of the Cyber's Integrator, which just shows how powerful this can really be. Turn these two into a Raptite effect of Cyber's Integrator. Stack this, draw this. Raptite can now use this effect. Activate 5. Like, we can still summon our tuners with this, so let's get a free analyzer. Turn these two into a Borreload Savage Dragon. I still tend to play around, try to play around Lightning Storm to summon in defense mode. Borreload Savage, equip Palpy Fibrax. And then since we have analyzers on board, we can special summon our Seeker. And then from here, there's quite a few things we can do. We could turn these. If we think about it, we can turn these two into a Union Carrier. And then Seeker effect, just get a free something at that point. If we get another Guardian, it's super nice. But if we don't, it's just a free monster on the board. There's not really much else I can see to this because we want to keep the Guardian on board for the extra negation. We definitely still need the Carrier for to make our what's it called, to put our Dragon Lock on Savage Dragon. So I think that's still pretty nice. But I'm just trying to think of the most optimal way to do it. Maybe we can turn these two into like we'll probably turn these two into, yeah, we can just do the play I mentioned earlier. Turn this into Link Cross, and even if this whiffs, it doesn't matter. We have our Anaconda already. So I'm going to attach to thin out our deck, just so in case we don't activate and reveal it. And then I'm going to activate Seeker's effect. If we can hit the last Quackimary Guardian in our deck, that'd be pretty sick, because we just get an extra monster negation. But even if we don't, like I said, it's just free advantage at this point. 5, we whiff, it's whatever. And then we can just turn these two into Verte Anaconda. Verte Anaconda effect. Dump your Red Eyes Fusion, your Dark Magician, and your Red Eyes Black Dragon. And you just summon your Dragoon out. So with this board, we have 3 negations, 2 Omni negates, 1 monster negate that destroys, plus the Buster Lock on something much bigger this time. So yeah, and we still have cards in hand, one to reveal for Guardian and one to discard for Dragoon, which actually does something in the graveyard, which can be pretty good. And of course, we always have this Guardian on board to play around our opponent's hand traps. So I just think that is super powerful. But yeah, even though I wasn't playing optimally, again, I apologize for that. It's been a while since I played this deck. Like, look at the board, we're still able to assemble. The goal of the deck, just stick a Dragon Buster Destruction Sword on your Savage, and your opponent can't use the extra deck. So like, even though we technically only have 3 negates, if our opponent can't use the extra deck, like, well, really, what are they gonna do? Like, I guess they, like, if they're sick, they can hard draw Panker Top Swing over this, but like, that's about it. And then again, like, you just played in attack mode because Panker Tops is more likely to be mained than Lightning Storm. But regardless, yeah, this is it for the test hand video. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you saw any better plays I could have done. I'm definitely open to hearing what you guys have to say. I'm obviously not the best Adamancipator player, and I also haven't played this deck in a while, so yeah, it may have been a little rusty. But yeah, anyways, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching once again, and please remember to leave a like and subscribe, because it really helps keep me motivated to keep posting videos. And anyways, I will see you guys soon. If you guys want the cheapest Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the market in Canadian dollars with free shipping to Canada, then be sure to check out my eBay page in the description below.